today we are going to multiply fractions. Please take out your packet, open to this page, the Unit 3 vocabulary page. I believe it's on page 5. And notice you should have the vocab already in there. And please pause the video and copy down these notes. Okay, so we're going to follow these steps while we are multiplying fractions. Change all mixed numbers to improper fractions, multiply the numerator straight across, multiply the denominator straight across, simplify, and then check the sign. So here is an example problem. You just got to see a little fun reminder. Don't mind that. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. And if not, there we go. All right, so we have a problem such as 1/5 times 2/3. To do this, we can think of it like a rectangle. So we've got our rectangle that we started with right here, and oops, you'll notice that the 2/3 was shaded in one direction, so that's why the blue is 2/3, and the 1/5 is shaded in the other direction. It's separated into 5 parts, and one of those is shaded right down there. Okay, the answer to a multiplication problem is, where is this double shaded? So if you see this part right here, that is the double shaded part, and that's going to be our answer. So 2/3 of 1/5 or 1/5 of 2/3 would be the same thing as 2/15, because there are 2 parts shaded out of 15 total parts. Another example, 1/2 times 2/3 would equal 2/6, and here's why. We've got in this direction, it's actually the 1/2, and then 2/3 that are in this direction. Okay, so 1/2 of 2/3, the double shaded part right here, is 2/6. But you can simplify that to 1/3 because we divide by 2 and divide by 2 using the identity property. All right, so let's see one more problem like this. When we do 1/4 of 1/2, it's like we have 1/4 right here times 1/2 right here. And again, if we put those on top of each other, we see that it's equal to 1/8. When you follow the plan that we talked about, or the steps that we talked about, sorry that this is looking a little funny, 1/4 of 1/2, you multiply straight across. So 1 times 1 is 1, and 4 times 2 is 8. Let's try this. Please tell me, what will the answer be? What will the sign be for this first problem? Just tell me what the sign of the answer would be. Sorry, that didn't show up either. For the second one, please tell me, what do I do first? What's the very first thing that I'm going to do? Let me erase that. Sorry. I'm learning. What's the first step? Okay, so now you're going to try a problem. Please go ahead and do this, solve this problem, and then give me your answer. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the answer that you should have gotten. If you do -9 times 2, the answer should be -18. If you do 10 times 3, the answer should be 30. And then you just have to remember to simplify. You're going to get it wrong unless you simplify. So we want to go ahead and divide by 3, divide by 3. I can see that there's a 3 on the bottom and a 3 on the top. That's why I knew to divide by 3. You could also divide by 6 if you wanted to right away. So this is -6 over 10, and I can see there's still a 2 in each of these, so I'm going to do -6/10 divide by 2 divide by 2 equals -3 over 5. And that should have been the answer that you gave. Now try this problem. Okay, so the first thing you should have done is change this number to an improper fraction, you do 8 times 3 and then plus 3. Don't worry about this negative sign. Just do 8 times 3 is 24, plus 3 is 27 over 8. And then for this one, you leave it as 2/3. Remember that these are both negative. So my sign of my answer has to be positive. Okay, and then I can multiply straight across. 24 times 2, or 27 times 2, you can go ahead and do it on the side if you need to. Oops, that's supposed to be a 1 up there. Here we go. Okay, 54, that's the top number, and 8 times 3 is 24. Remember, we have to simplify. We're going to get it wrong unless we simplify. So actually, let's pick a bigger number. Let's pick 3. We could do 6 again. Let me see how I erase. Here we go. Let's pick a bigger number so we don't have to work so hard. Divide by 6, divide by 6. So this one would be 9, and this one would be 4. Now notice this is still not simplified, so I have to change it to a mixed number. So I want to change that to 2 and 1/4. That would be my final answer. That is simplified. Okay, now please write a question about the topic you just watched. You can either write a clarifying question, a wondering, something it makes you think of, think like a teacher, write your own quiz problem, or write a problem. And we'll talk about these in class tomorrow.